It used to be in this country there was a great racial divide. It was black and white, and segregation was pretty clear. Prejudice was really clear, and now it's not that way anymore. Yes, segregation or discrimination still exists, racism still exists, but we now live in a system of classism that is just as bad. It's not about being white or black anymore. It's about how much money you have in your bank account, and it's about how much the value that you have. I just think it's really sick and disgusting that we're still in this mindset of one group of people is more important or better than another group of people. Why are the rights of the wealthy outweigh the rights of the poor? It's absolutely disgusting and sick in this country, and there's something that has to be done about it. It's not about black and white anymore, it's about rich and poor.
Can we talk about the biggest crime of the century right now? What is it? All right, the biggest crime of the century right now is the bailouts and everything that's happened since then. With the fact that we gave $27 trillion out in bailouts to these banks like Wells Fargo, Chase, Wachovia, BOA, all of the above. And what are they doing? Instead of freeing up capital for people like me to get small business loans and student loans, they're giving million-dollar bonuses to their top executives. They're cutting their employees, and they're foreclosing on hundreds of thousands of homes here in the United States. In Florida alone, hundreds of thousands of homes.
Politicians care only about the people who pay for their campaigns and finance their campaigns. That's why I really think it's important to get corporate money out of politics. If bankers couldn't buy politicians anymore, couldn't get them elected into office, then we wouldn't have banker policies running our country. So we definitely need something like the Occupied Amendment, which outlaws corporate cash, that undermines our elections and democracy. Something to keep corporations from contributing to elected officials, keep them from writing our laws and putting the laws on the books.
Here's some sickening statistics. In 2010, they did a census saying that there were 636,000 homeless people in the United States. If you figure maybe 1 in 4 actually reported themselves as homeless, we got 2 million homeless people in the United States. In 2010, there were 3.2 million foreclosures. 2011, that went up 20%. So you're telling me for our 2 million homeless people, we have over 6 million vacant foreclosed homes owned by banks? Where's the justice in that? 2 million homes, or 2 million people, 6 million homes. Do the math. That's 3 homes for every homeless person in the United States. That's sickening. How can we live in a society that lets this continue? How?
I definitely think the solution resolves around people going after the banks, going after the courts, occupying banks, occupying courthouses, and not moving and making a stand. But also, let's take back these properties that they've stolen from us. We paid $27 trillion to bail out these banks. I think that entitles us to some of their assets, including these abandoned properties that they leave just to rot and fester all over our community. We need to move families back into those homes, take those properties back.
How? So these are the biggest crimes of the century. They've taken our money, they've taken our taxes, they're not paying any taxes, they're stealing our homes, they're throwing people out illegally, and what are we going to do about it? Marching on the sidewalk ain't going to help, I'm telling you.